Have you ever been browsing your favorite website and then something happens that... Whoopsies. At first you might want to blame your internet, but when you check a different page, it's working fine. Why is that? Well, it's possible that the problem is being caused by someone using a distributed denial of service attack on that website. There are many different types of distributed denial of service attacks, or DDoS attacks for short, but most work generally in the same way, by utilizing a multitude of computers called a botnet to overwhelm another computer's system or processor with thousands of fake traffic requests in order to cause the computer to deny service to anything, including the legitimate traffic it was receiving. This botnet is just a large number of remotely controlled PCs controlled over a network. There's a couple different kinds of DDoS attacks, as I said before, but the main one used is called the Blitzkrieg attack. This type of attack tries to plug a network's ports with garbage like endless pings or random empty packets as fast as possible to overwhelm the servers. Another attack, called the crank call, is an attack that causes processing congestion by forcing the targeted server to actually reply to each of the calls sent out. This is often done by making the website handshake endlessly with new systems. The next DDoS attack I'll discuss is called the GET request attack. This attack is designed to have your botnet continually ask for large-scale file transfers from the targeted network or computer. This final attack is relatively new, and it's called the DNS server amplification attack. This last DDoS attack is the deadliest, as it has a single computer act as its own DNS and gathers as many of the junk files talked about in the other techniques as possible and beams it directly to a target to amplify the attack as much as possible to do as much damage as possible. This form of attack is almost guaranteed to decimate the targeted website unless the site is using some sort of heavy-duty DOS protection software. Now you might be wondering, who could possibly do something like this? And for what reason?
It's John C.
No, not really, but there are always hacktivist groups like Anonymous who are always trying to push their mischievous agendas, as well as gamers trying to give themselves an edge against their opponents. And finally, there's always people like this.
Because some men aren't looking for anything logical, like money. They can't be bought, bullied, reasoned, or negotiated with. Some men just want to watch the world burn.
Well guys, that about wraps up this video on how DDoS attacks work. I'll see you next time.